Okay, here's a little project I've been working on today. I don't think I ever posted this on the internet, but somebody gave me this, or what was, this window fan a while back, and I happen to have another one of these over here. And this one, oh, you can't really see it, is in pretty much pristine condition. So I had always intended to restore this one and have a matching set to use in bedroom or whatever. Anyway, about a year or two went by and I have yet to do that. This is just sat down here right as I got it. So figured I might as well do something with it. So I picked it up today, and then there's a lot of parts missing between where it's supposed to connect to the cage. So when I picked it up today to move it, the fan actually fell out of the cage there. So I figured, well, I might as well do something with it. This is the front guard, which I have removed. It's quite rusted. Well, what I'm going to do is make it an exhaust fan for in here. Now, some of you may recognize this device, or I guess from this angle rather. This is what I used to use in the window there. It's a Newtone, some sort of a Newtone exhaust fan, but this is several inches larger and it moves more air, so this will be much more effective. So what I'm going to do now, as you can see I've already started, is to test it out. I attached it to this piece of wood. I'm going to take that fan off and then get a better way to mount this and see how it works in the window. I'm thinking potentially with this fan, what I will do is I will set it up in the window over there as an intake unit, and then this will be out and we'll get a good airflow through here. But I'm not really sure how we're going to do that because the window frame is a bit different over there. But anyway, I'll hold on to the Venturi I made and everything so I can potentially do something with this in the future. Okay, so I took the other fan off and put this on, and it's not going to work as it is because it's a little bit too high. Not that that's really a big deal. It'll be okay to work like that, but I'd like to lower it a little bit. So the current rig I have is not going to work. So I'm going to have to concoct some different type of mounting to use to secure this to the window so that it's more centered in a vertical manner on the window. Now I conveniently had this piece of wood lying around, which, whoa, as you can see is about half the height. I'm not sure if it's going to be heavy enough to support the fan properly, but I'll try it out and see what happens. Okay, so to my pleasant surprise, this actually works perfectly. So now we just have to do a couple of things with the fan. The first one being the grill is missing a screw to the motor, so I got to get another screw. I'm going to balance it, put some oil, and then I'm going to hang it up. Okay, now it's got oil, it's been balanced, it's running pretty well. Bearings don't sound too hot while it's slowing down, but I'm not sure what to do about that. This grill problem here is not going to get fixed because I don't have any screws that are long enough to actually go through the hole there in the motor all the way to the other side. That's going to have to remain as it is. I mean, it's pretty sturdy anyway. The bleeds are kind of dirty. I'm not going to clean it up tonight. Probably clean it up in the future eventually. I mean, it's just going to be blowing dust out the window anyway, so I may not bother with that. Motor's nice and sealed up. Even the back bearing is covered, so this will be a good fan for this purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and get it mounted in the window now. Alright, I'm going to give it a test in the window now. Should have done this during the day, but whatever. Yeah, runs better than the other one, I think. A little bit quieter. Alright, I'll attach my security thingy there and we'll be all set. Okay, so the new fan is installed and running, and I really like it. It turned out great. It's secured in there. It's actually, this method of securing it is more sturdy than it looks. It's pretty much impossible to get that out of the window with that on. It's definitely not going to happen next time. But anyway, so there's the fan. It's pretty quiet. It was more than the other fan, that's for sure. I can feel the air going over to it. Definitely powerful. I'll get a video of it outside tomorrow. Because obviously it's dark out and you can't see anything now. So, the thing that's nice about this one is the cord has a switch. It's made in America, of course. The nice thing about this fan is that it has a switch on it, and of course it is made in America. The cord's much longer. It's probably 7 or 8 feet, so plugging in will be easy. I'm not really sure where I'm going to plug it in. Probably over there, because now I'm going to reach and I have the switch. Next step is to put this away safely with that somewhere. That's what I wanted to mention. I generally don't condone modifying vintage pieces, and this is no exception. This fan is still in all original condition. The hole I used to put the screw through was for the cage, so the hole is already there. And there's the grill. The screws are back in the fan, except for that one. This one, I'll keep track of that. And the cage, everything with this, whatever you want to call that, is all intact. So this could very easily be reverted from window ventilation fan to typical window fan any day I wanted to. If I would decide to restore it in the future. And the next step is going to be to get this fan in the window over there as an intake. Probably going to use the same venturi and rig it up somehow to get it to work. What I'm going to do is actually very simple. All it's going to take is to move this piece over to this side and then mount this in the same fashion as it was before, and you'll have a fully functional intake fan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, here's the new rig for the intake window. I did add some cardboard to the venturi that wasn't there before, so hopefully it'll be more effective. Yeah, so I'm going to put it up now and see how it works. Okay, another modification I had to make on here is the way the cord comes out. It used to come out the back and it wasn't a problem, and now that the fan is facing the other way, I've rerouted the staples to come out the front, and had to pull it back so it wouldn't get in the blades. So I think it is now ready to go in the window. Unfortunately, this side does not line up as good as I thought it did, so I got to get another piece of cardboard for this side. Okay, it's all set. Let's try that again. Yeah, everything will get it with the tape and the cardboard, but you know, I have other things to do, so that's how it turns out. If it works, it works. Which I think it now should. Okay, well, it's up and running. It works good. Switch it off here. I think it looks pretty good up there. I'll start it back up again. I gotta plug it in, so sorry for the lousy filming. Oops. Okay. I'm all the way across the room and I can still feel a nice breeze, so I think that's going to get a lot of use like that. Unfortunately, the way that box is, kind of works like a sub box. It amplifies the sound of the fan a lot louder than it was when I had it in exhaust. But if it works good, then It's not an annoying sound. I'll turn this one on. Unfortunately, this one is developing annoying sounds, but it's still effective, so whatever. Hopefully between the two of these fans here, we're going to get some good ventilation in here. I'll wait for tomorrow when it gets light out, and I'll show you clips of the fans from the outside. But that's going to be all for tonight, so I'm going to switch them off now. Okay, now this one, I'll zoom in a bit here. Okay, so there you have it. Those are my two new exhaust fans. Okay, here we are on day 2 of the new exhaust fan project. I still have a bit of a cold, so you have to deal with my voice sounding a little strange, but that's life. Get over it. Anyway, it's nice and still out today, so this will be a good day to test it. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside so we can look at the fan from the outside, and then I'm going to come back in, turn the fans on, and then go back outside again, and so we can see just how effective they really are. Okay, well, it's a pretty nice day today. It's getting a little warm. First time in a while, and probably last time for a while. The first exhaust fan is located over here. You can see it there. It looks pretty cool. Better than the other one for sure. The more I think about it, I may want to polish it up and clean it so it looks nice and shiny from the outside. Let's see how we're going to get to it here. I originally was not going to bother cleaning it because all it's for is blowing dust out of the basement, but I don't know, we'll see. Oh, what is going on under here? What the heck? Okay, I'll have to take care of that later. Anyway, here it is. Now I'll go look at the other one. Actually, it's getting pretty hot out here. I'm going to do this before it gets too hot. I've got some holes over here too. What is going on out here? Okay, hopefully I can do this without getting attacked by bees. Out here, there's a yellow jacket nest in that tree there, so do it quickly. Here's the other one. Doesn't look as cool because you can't really see it, but doesn't matter because it's behind all these bushes anyway. Okay, I'm going to go back inside and turn them on now. See, this is nice and quiet when you first turn it on, and then it gets all rattly and stupid. I'm going to bring out my high-tech air testing device. Okay, well, it's running. A lot of the noise is coming from that device, not necessarily the fan itself. It's a perfectly still day out, and as you can see, there's no breeze. The trees aren't moving at all. So, based on that, looks like it's moving a good amount of air. It's definitely moving some air even all the way back here, so let's climb back in there and see how it's really working. I'm afraid some animal's going to come out of that hole, so I'll do this quickly. Oh wow, it's actually moving a good amount of air. I'm impressed.
especially because there's a screen in the way. I didn't think this would do much, but fortunately that's working very well. Definitely puts out more air than the other one did. It's blowing the flowers all the way over there. Okay, well that's good. Now let's go over to this intake one over here. I gotta trim these bushes. Now let's see, not really sure how we're gonna test this. Well, I guess that's a good test. It seems to be sucking in a lot of air. Yep, that's definitely working. Yeah, it works. Okay. That works good too. Alright, well, looks like we have 2 successful installations here. Both seem to be doing exactly what I was hoping they would do. Especially this one. This one's extremely effective. Okay, we're back inside. Looks pretty cool, I think. Whoa, focus. There we go. Obviously this one moves a lot of air. That's no doubt about that. So this is also pretty effective. I mean, that's a lot of airflow. That's not bad at all. Very happy with that. Albeit it's very noisy, it does work. Okay, now I'm going to show the spin down time of the fans, and that'll be the end of the video. Sorry, I gotta unplug this thing. I gotta get a better way to do this. And while making the video, it's, not practical. I think this fan's in better condition than the other one. That's my dog walking across the floor upstairs. Okay. Well, that concludes the video. Very happy with both of these installs. I think they both look pretty cool. And quite frankly, they both work very well. So, thanks for watching.